Okay, hello. Welcome back to another episode of GTNH. How's everybody doing? So today's kind of like a one-off-ish kind of episode because I'm going to be drinking a little bit. So fair warning, I'm going to most likely get a little giggly. I actually already took a shot ahead of time just to get started. We'll see how it goes. I'm not really going to like showcase myself drinking because I have a kind of thing about that, so I won't really show myself. You're just gonna have to trust that I'm actually partaking in some stuff. So I'll just like change scenes or whatever, so that it doesn't really show that. And so, kind of how it's gonna work is that typically I have like a hydration check, point redeem, where people force me to drink water. It kind of shows up on the screen every now and then if you've seen that already. So this time it's gonna be a shot instead. But the chances are I'm going to replace it or I'm going to disable it because I don't know. Right? Okay, I guess we'll see how it goes. Anyways, so I made a pretty big mistake last episode. I was looking back at the footage and I kind of realized something that I did. Or should I say didn't do? It's actually the chat box. I forgot to enable the chat box because I usually disable it for Slay the Spire, and I forgot to turn it on. So it looked like it was a little quiet, but there's a lot of discussion yesterday. So sorry about that, but it should be on right now. Okay. So on the last episode, what did we do? It was just catch up because it was like over a week since the last episode. So we just set up a couple of machines just to catch up. It was mostly just xenoxine processing because the coke ovens over here ate so much of it. And we kind of spent some time with the bacterial vat or the biolab. But I kind of figured that we're better off just not worrying about it because I don't like dealing with percentage chance. And if I check the bacterial vat over here, I just reconfigured it so that it uses UIV energy hatches. I still need to get enough energy hatches for the other three biolabs, but and I also changed this to a tool interface instead of a storage bus so that it just makes nonstop. And if I check how much xenoxine we have, it's 127 million. So it's way more than what we had before, and we'd be able to get a lot more once I get the rest of the energy hatches. And speaking of energy hatches, I did set up like a big craft yesterday. It did not finish. It got stuck, and I have no idea why. I cannot tell you why it got stuck. It's kind of weird though, because I checked on it earlier today, and it looked like it was running fine. But then I logged in like just now, and it broke, so I'm not sure what happened. I really can't tell you what happened. So I'm just going to cancel it. Other things, I also try to get progress on the singularity crafting storage, and we make good progress. I just need the chaotic cores, which needs the upgraded coils, or the casings. I did that. And then I also need the schematic, which I think I crafted. Yeah, I got it. I'll put that right over here. And I'm going to change the name of that because it kind of bothers me. It's Draconic Fusion Crafter. And it's going to craft. Oh man, it's so slow. I mean, we're not really going to make use of it, so I'm okay with it. This is kind of just, how do I say it? Whenever I make a huge craft, we'll use it, and that typically happens at the end of an episode anyway, so this is fine. Okay, so I'll just leave that running in the background. So, good news. I know yesterday I mentioned that we have 4 Dyson swarms available. I just have to set them up. But I actually don't quite remember if this is enough to set it up. I guess we'll play with it. Okay, so that's enough, right? But then yesterday I talked about how we had an issue with the swarm modules. I'm glad to say that we actually have those back. because of the xenoxine work we did yesterday. Which means objective for today is to go ahead and set up the other Dyson swarms. And so I remember someone telling me that the computation is shared between all of them. I'm not sure how true that is, but I guess we'll play with that to see what it does. And so I think how I had it planned, I'm trying to remember how I had this set up. If I check here, how many, let me go back home actually. It's a center base casing for like the most expensive ones, I think. Because if I check the recipe, it's these guys, the blue ones. Yeah, I didn't craft them because those are the ones that are going to be wall shared, and that's because they use UMV circuits. It's pretty expensive stuff. So exactly how I'm going to set it up, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to do some like configuration, but I don't know if I'm able to without the base shutting down. 2.12 times 10 to the whatever. I guess we'll see if that's enough. Okay. I'm getting all the achievements by accident, right? Because I picked up everything now. I think I crafted enough for 4, but it's actually like an overestimation. I don't need this much. But I do want to set up 4 to start, like a wall shared one. Because it's going to take advantage of the things that are, like the casings that are already there, the expensive ones. And I remember someone telling me that you can totally share these casings over here. Which does remind me, something I do want to fix is what kind of power you have. So if I can make 64 amp wireless hatches, that reduces the number of connections I can have here. And I'm also going to change this to be like a super stalker subnet, like I do with all the other things like void miners and whatnot. So what I'm looking for is 64 amp UV energy hatches. And my nose is itchy because I got out of the shower, and you know how it is. My nose gets itchy kind of often. How expensive is this though? It looks fine, so I'm gonna do it. So I need one of you to research. And so I might step out somewhere in the video so that I can put some kind of lotion on my nose because my nose is itchy. And so someone made a comment on last episode that was kind of talking about power generation. And I will set up the Dyson swarm like the ones I have, but moving forward, I think it's best to at least research antimatter. I don't know how like reasonable it is to get there. There's so much stuff to it, but I at least want to take a look at this to see if it's like reasonable to get into it or just spam Dyson swarms. So that's like kind of like another goal, a goal I have. No? Hello? Dynamo hatch? That's a dynamo hatch. Sorry. 64 amp UV energy hatch is what I'm looking for. Not that one. I have to craft one. Okay. Mm-hmm. Also, the music might be just a little bit quiet, so I'm gonna do that. All right, sure. Okay, this is gonna take a couple seconds, so I'm gonna put lotion on my nose. Yeah, my nose is itchy. Just give me a couple seconds. I'll be right back. Oh no. That's so funny.
Watch out!
We can't put that on the cart, right? Or you can put it in the
Where's
cart?
the cart?
It's right under
Where's the
you.
cart?
It's right under
Okay,
you.
let me know when to drop
The
it.
cards.
Drop it. You're good.
Okay.
That's not making it up here, bro. That's not gonna make it.
Okay, I'm back. Hello. What did I miss? It's still not done. It's almost done though. Yeah, okay, this is kind of stuck though because it's waiting for that. Okay. It's almost done. So I got a couple of stories to talk about. Just real simple discussions, really, not really stories, but yesterday I did talk about how I got that interview. If you guys recall, how the interviewer was kind of suggesting that I was too overqualified for the job, which I do understand. It's kind of just like a, what's the right word I'm trying to look for? Like a, I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, it's a little bit of a far fetch for me to get this position. But you know, I still thought I'd try for it. So the guys like suggested like, oh, maybe you would be a better fit for other positions. So he sent them to me through email, which is really nice of him. I respect that because most of the time they kind of just ghost you. And so at least the guy was nice enough to tell me like, hey, there's other spots that might be pretty good for you. So I ended up applying to those certain spots, and I actually emailed the guy back like saying, hey, I applied to these positions, and he was like, okay, cool. I can see your application. you got a time for next week for an interview, just like that. That's how you get in there. You know, starting to, like I've understood for quite a while that a lot of it has to do with like connections. It's just how it's gonna be. I don't really have connections, honestly, but I am trying to like to be a little more social in that sense, right? Because typically I'm not. But so just some good news. I thought I'd share. I got another interview next week, and then I had another interview today, which I don't feel as confident about. But you know, an interview is an interview. It's still like experience in the whole like being able to explain what you do and whatnot. So I'm grateful for that as well. Just some good news. Other good news that happened today. Today was a pretty busy day, actually. I am proud to say that I finished all of Palmetto State Park. It's one of the parks that I've been continuously visiting for my walks. So that whole park is entirely finished. That marks the second park that I've totally finished. So we're moving up there. And I gotta say, my feet are kind of calloused because I haven't fully recovered from Garner State Park, the one I did 2 days ago. Because that one was a wild one. I had to climb a mountain for that one. Or it's kind of a big hill, but I call it a mountain because I can. So yeah, my feet are a little calloused. But with that park finish, it's time to move on to the next one, which I don't really know what's the next one. I gotta look it up. I'm still trying to stick to the things that are like right next to me, or at least an hour drive or so. At most an hour drive, because driving is kind of it's kind of tough sometimes. All right, this is almost done. Okay. So how am I gonna set up the Dyson swarm? I think I need to move this connection over here. And this is where it's going to be really funny because it's not a good idea for me to do this when I'm like my there's a word I'm looking for. I'm gonna copy paste. Is this a full chunk or what? A 3x3 chunk, yeah. I'm just gonna copy paste. There's a certain word I'm looking for. I don't remember. Mark copy. Foundations are not all there. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. It's not a good idea for me to do like super technical stuff, and here I am doing super technical stuff. So we'll see how it goes. But the idea, like the main idea with the things I crafted, these are the most expensive parts, but you can totally wall share them with up to 4 Dyson swarms. So that's the whole idea. And I've heard, or that someone mentioned, that I can even wall share the optical, the computation. So whatever computation I send to this, they will all understand that much computation. I don't know if that's intended, but we're gonna do that because these are the expensive ones. Now, what does this mean? The quantum ring's in the way, so I have to move it. Let me copy paste this actually. From here. And once I get these Dyson swarms set up, I'm gonna be like so much less or so much more willing to spam even more machines and give everything even more power, especially things like the DTPF and blast furnaces. That's a major reason why I'm doing the whole Dyson swarm stuff. I thought I heard my phone. Okay. So I'm gonna have to move you. Where am I gonna put you? That's a very good question, and I don't know. Also, what is this replicator? Okay. This reminds me of something. So I do have a. Is it set difficulty? Is that the command? Hang on. So I have to do this all the time, every time I relog into the world. I think like for me to enforce the difficulty to be peaceful, I have to change like the world properties, something like that. Because every time I relog in the world, the peaceful option doesn't save, so I get mob spawning. And that's really the only reason I have this replicator. But I don't want to deal with mobs, so I'm just gonna set it to peaceful. Will I remember to set the properties? Absolutely not. Especially not after today. What kind of music is playing? Okay. So where is this man gonna go? I think I'm just gonna move you over there. So what happens if I just like use the move option? And just in case, if I look at the Dyson Swarm, it does explode if something doesn't happen. I don't remember what though. I think it's the quest that tells me how it explodes. If the buffer is full. Okay. So I just need to... I'm just going to move it. I'll move it right over here. Because the washer is going to be over there. Now I'm curious if that actually saves the quantum link or it's going to destroy my network. It's going to destroy the network, right? Yeah. I knew that was going to happen and I did it anyways. I'm going to drink water. Totally expected for this to happen. Okay. And I'm going to do the same idea with the other ones. So let me set up this first one first because we're on a timer. Because this isn't connected to... this isn't like really doing anything. So... How much time do I have? No recipe found. Yeah, okay. So you're not gonna run. We have a lot of backlog power, so I'm not worried about it, but let's at least try to get this set up. So it's going to be a very simple setup as well. I think all I need to do is have a black cable, just like before. Right there, and that's all you need. With one of those stock replenisher things. And then a neutronium connector. One of these guys. And a storage bus. And a fluid storage bus. And I'm going to give this one the Dyson Swarm modules. And gelid cryothium. So I want this to store 1 billion. And I want this to store 10,000 is probably enough, but you know, we'll just see it. Okay, so it has all that stuff now, and then I need to read this with storage buses like that. And then connector right here. Let's do it right there. Right here, okay. And then a bunch of controllers. Hello. What's up? So we're going to use blue cable as our subnet because that's typically what I do. We're setting up Dyson swarms for power. We're basically harvesting the power of the sun right there. It's not our sun, it's like something else. Another planetary system. Solar system, yeah. So no, I didn't get my pizza. Thanks for reminding me I was going to talk about that. And so I said I was going to get pizza yesterday because everyone else was getting pizza. But I didn't get pizza because I went to Palmetto State Park today, which is right next to Buc-ee's. And how can I not go to Buc-ee's? So I went to Buc-ee's and I got myself like a chicken tenders and fries. It was pretty good. But no, I didn't get my pizza. But hey, maybe we'll get pizza tomorrow. I'm down. Like, how do you not celebrate a new apartment with pizza, right? Hell yeah. I bought the tickets too. I'm looking forward to it actually. Make a bunch of you actually. Oh, because he's always so young, right? But they're finally letting um under 21s to join. That's cool. Is that not working? That doesn't seem to work. Let me check this out here. Okay, it's not gonna work. It only wants it in the middle ring for whatever reason. It's very picky. There we go. They're pretty good though. Them down. I don't have any commands like that. It's the Biz by Bill Murray. I'm running the family album that we have that Leo set up. I usually don't do that, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna change this to advanced stocking, right? Mid, I don't know. He always has weird named songs. Midwest lawn care dads who smash brews. Yeah. I'll go ahead and give this stocking advanced stocking because that's all we're gonna use. We're only gonna use one fluid and one item anyways. There we go. And there it is. If I check your stats, 337 billion. Yo. And then we quadruple this. Okay, so this is like the setup for one of them, and then I just pretty much have to duplicate it. And so these lines don't really mean anything because it's not centered. So just so it doesn't distract me either, I'm gonna fix it. Oops. Okay. So next step is to set up the other one, which is going to be mirrored. Can't I just copy paste it, but like flip it around? No, because then this is going to happen. And plus, it's probably going to run, and then this is going to break. So I also have to make sure I have enough of these guys. It's laser source, right? Mm-hmm. I need three more of you. Oh no, you're missing the quadri ingot. It doesn't matter. It's just a buffer. There we go. When drunk stream piano rubber band ball man. You need to add commas to your statement because that's a hard word for me to understand right now. Speaking of which, I'm gonna take a shot because I feel like it. Can't stop me. And no camera when I'm doing that because I feel a way about it. Certain way about it. You guys are not gonna like the kind of drink that I have. It's hang on, let me check. You guys ready for this? It's cookie dough whiskey. It's been a while. It's not pickle beer this time. I was thinking about it, but no, I think I want something a little harder than usual. But yeah, the cookie dough whiskey. I was just I was purging. I'm not purging. I was browsing specs. So there's like a. It's pretty good actually. It's I think it's all right. Usually I mix whiskey with like Coke, not that kind. But like this time I'm just gonna drink shots of it, just to try something new, something different. And so for those who are not aware, like there was like this whole discussion on the Discord about Sniffity. You guys know that you guys know what I'm talking about. If you know you know the whole water situation. So I checked online to see where this certain super fancy Italian glass bottled water. It's called Aquapana, I think. I don't know if that's pronounced correctly, but apparently it's found at Specs. So we have one nearby. So I went right before my walk, and they did not exist there. So I was like, okay. So if I can't get fancy Italian glass bottle mineral water, then I'll just get something else, right? Like Kana water. That's what we call it. So I was just browsing the choice. Usually I get Fireball. That's typically what I get, but I wanted to try something new, and the word cookie dough caught my eye. So here we are. It tastes like cookie dough. I can taste the cookie dough absolutely. Oh, you know what? Speaking of cookie dough, so I went on a walk today, right? I'm gonna every time I take a walk, I'm gonna talk about it. Um, and there was a Palmetto State Park, which has a Buc-ee's right next to it. World's largest Buc-ee's, by the way. I can flex on them. But I got fried like chicken tenders and fries for dinner. I was gonna get pizza, but I didn't end up getting pizza. Oh, you gotta get flipped. But I also did something sinful. Hang on, let me replace this. And got myself a box of. Oh, hang on, this is tricky. I got myself a box of fudge because they have like world-renowned fudge. And so it's like a sample box of like 12, I think. 12 or something, probably even 16 different kinds of fudge that they make. So I'm going to be destroying that soon. It's pretty good. It hurts my teeth. It's too sweet, but it is pretty good. Hang on, this is and so fair warning, I'm only 2 shots in and I'm already impaired and I don't know what I'm doing. The directions like transformations have never been my strong suit, and it's making me do transformations right now. I'm trying to get this blue part over here and I have no idea how to do it. Like eating the best sand you've ever had? Are you trying to say sandwich? How in the world do I do this? How do I do this? Why don't you point the other way? I need you to flip around. What if I place it backwards like this? There's a button I'm looking for. Oops. A way to flip it. I think, isn't it this one? Oh, it is that one. Okay. I love the lore accurate music. But I don't even know what's playing. I'm using I usually just play like instrumental music for the streams, but we have a family playlist, so I don't even know what is in here. Mercury Blues by Alan Jackson, sure. I'm gonna be skipping a lot of stuff though, because there's some things that I don't really vibe with. But how did you get sand from fudge? You're literally abrasive. I'm gonna need help there. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're right. The Phoenix is something. Okay, so here's another problem. The quantum computers are in the way. But if I'm confused here. That's not how it's supposed to look like. Did the Dyson Swarm change like something? Oh yeah, yeah. I remember your playlist, Phoenix's jams. What's it called? We used to meme on it in a good way. What is happening here? That's not how you look like. Why is it why is it trying to fill in like a ton of blocks? Unless you actually need that much space? Is that how it works? Oh, you might need that much space. So I'm just gonna move the quantum computer so I don't have to think about it. Let me turn off the Dyson Swarm over here to Oh, by the way, the whiskey is 33%. And it's been a while since I've drank anything, so yeah, it's probably gonna hit kind of hard soon. Oversplendid. Is that a live song? No. No. I'm just gonna be skipping songs like crazy, so I'm not going to. Hey, yo, Phoenix, link your send me the link for your for the playlist that we would jam to. What was it called? I'm trying to remember the name of it. We used to jam to it all the time. It's actually part of the lore. He's in his cuppas. What does that mean?
Eyes emoji.
I totally knew that Ali was the one that's gonna get this started. Totally expected that. That's why I put the message there, because Ali's always the one that just doesn't say a word and says, yeah, drink water. But in this case, it's not even regular water. It's special water. Just give me a second here. I'm gonna put it because I recognize a lot of these songs. Emo nostalgia. There it is. Bonle. I don't know this song. The first song that came out. So I'm doing the very irresponsible thing of setting up machines that can absolutely explode if you don't set them up correctly while drinking. Don't do this at home, especially something that's as expensive as this. Don't recommend it. I'm curious about this. I think this is telling me it needs all that airspace on top of it, which makes sense because it's how if you don't know how a Dyson Storm works or how this one's working, it sends a bunch of drones to the you can't see it from here, but to the soul, to the sun or the star, something like that. I don't know. I play Minecraft. Let me take it. I'll take a drink. No camera when I'm doing it. because I feel a way about it. Okay. So how does alcohol math work? I need someone to tell me or to explain it to me in first grade vernacular. So if I'm drinking a 33%, 33% by volume, whatever. I got you. Give me a second until I finish my train of thought. So if I'm drinking a 33% whatever and I drink 3 shots, does that mean I have 100% alcohol? Is that how it works? Asking for a friend. No? That's a shame. Yes? That's not a shame. Alright, there's the second Dyson Swarm, which is being wall shared by this centerpiece, which is the most expensive part of it. I'm going to assume that that's how it works. So I guess you can say I'm 100% alcohol now. Or 99%, because I know how math works. At least for another hour or so. Just for that sass, I'm going to add 1 rubber band. And it's going to be a small one. And so whenever I do my interviews, by the way, I had an interview earlier today. I didn't talk about it yesterday because I kind of forgot about it until like this morning. But I had another interview today. 50-50, we'll see how it goes, right? If they respond to me, but it seems like a pretty cool place to work at. We'll see how it goes. But whenever I interview and I'm asked to have a camera, just in case, I still have the camera set up anyways. That's the whole reason the camera's there in the first place, by the way, is because of job interviews. But every time I do, I have the rubber band ball on my dinner table that I have to the left of me. You guys can't really see it because I cut off the bounding box, or I cut off the view the camera has. You're only seeing about half the picture because I don't want you to see my messy room. But the interviewers do see the entire, I guess you can say 1080p width, right, of the camera. But I always have the rubber band ball behind me, just in case they look at it and they get distracted. And hopefully convinces them that I'm so cool that I have a rubber band ball. It worked for that one interview that I did. So that's a good progress. Also, are you working? I didn't check. Yeah. Okay. Hang on, so I didn't get a good answer. How does the percent alcohol... I'm joking, that's a chemistry question. As soon as I said that, Sniffety's gonna show up, right? How mad would Sniffety get if I said I drank 99% alcohol after 3 shots of 33%? He would get so mad. I need to see it happen. What's the... no one tell me. What's the chemistry term for that? It's a whole chemistry problem. It's a stoichiometry. I remember studying it, and I was not good at it. Because it's like math, but like black magic at the same time, and I could not understand it. I still remember in undergrad when I took chemistry 1 and 2. I think it was chemistry 2, one of the final exams. It was a stoichiometry question. I'm just saying stoichiometry just to sound smart. I don't know if that's the actual word. But the question was like, hey, you have a swimming pool. I can't say the word. You have a swimming pool with so much chlorine in it or whatever. And then you put more water in it. What's the percentage of whatever. And I'm like, man, I don't know. I just want to play Minecraft. But that's what this is reminding me of. This is a stoichiometry question. I have to look it up so I don't sound like an idiot. Is that what it is? Let me look it up here. How do I spell it? The quantitative study of reactants and products in chemical reaction. Okay, it's not stoichiometry. there's a name for it. I don't remember it though. Okay. Oh, make sure this is off because you're gonna explode if this is on. Don't do that. I'm trying to think here. Explosions can absolutely happen. So Dyson swarms will explode if the output buffer gets full, which is whatever is being this source hatch over here. So if I were to plug this in and then turn on the Dyson swarm, that's an explosion in a couple seconds. I don't want that. So the next question is, how am I going to... There's going to be 4 of them, keep in mind. It's not just 2. There's 4 of them in total. The other ones are going to go over here. How the heck... Yeah, how the heck am I going to plug in the power from that guy over here without it looking nasty? And my answer to that is that it's going to look nasty and you can't stop me. Give me the hatches. Oh, it's going to look so ugly. Yes, crafted. Wire cutters are not allowed. You should have read the rules already. By the way, I'm not gonna have the shot point redeem for the entire stream because that's just asking for like problems. So I'll probably have a wall somewhere. I don't know what the wall is though. No, okay, so back to back. The title of the stream is back to back to back. That is in reference to the number of job interviews I've had. So far I've had 3 job interviews in a row, which is like a new record for me, and I'm pretty proud to say that. I had one yesterday, and then one today, and then one on Monday. What am I talking about? Hang on, I gotta hang on. Before I forget, Alcatraz over here making me drink. Give me a second. Let me take a shot. There's no way I'm gonna drink the entire bottle, so maybe next week we'll do another one. Give me a second. I swear. One of these point redeems, I'm gonna like switch the camera again, and then I'm just not gonna come back. I think there was one stream where that happened. I disappeared for like an entire 30 minutes because I actually fell asleep on my bed in the middle of a stream. And then like I woke up and I asked the chat like, how long was I out? There is video evidence of that. I don't know which stream it was. This hasn't happened, or this happened before. I don't remember it. Was it you, Precarious? Were you here? Someone was here. It was one of the more active members that told me like, hey, you've been out for 30 minutes. I guess I just disappeared because I took a nap during the stream. So I'm just saying right now, I'm gonna like redeem one of these points, switch the camera, and I'm just not gonna come back. I'm gonna be asleep. Hang on, I gotta lock in here. I don't remember who it was. It was a long time ago. I'm curious if someone can find that stream, and I'm totally not saying that so you guys can pad my YouTube stats. Okay. It looks like okay, no corners. So I'll just put you right here. Source. This is gonna look so ugly, man. Absolutely horrendous. We're gonna do it anyways. I'm not even gonna try to use matter manipulator because I don't think I'm able to do that right now. I'm probably gonna call it at like 5 shots, honestly. I'm I've already lost count. But to begin with, I don't really keep count in the first place of like anything. You're on 4, okay. How do you know, Stalker? Source? I'm like out here in another planetary system, another solar system, setting up power, and I'm like, my foundations are not there. Don't do this at home, kids. Okay, so 4. Got you. Is this even built? Running fine. I'm so scared to turn this on. I'm so scared to turn it on because it's gonna explode. Oh, whoa. How much is the buffer? Hang on. Source hatch. Someone do the math here. 13. How many zeros is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13. Is that quadrillion? Thousands, million, billion, trillion. Yeah, 13 quadrillion. Someone divide 13 quadrillion by 549 billion. Yeah, no one's going to do that. I'm not either. I'm so scared. Current output 334. If I check the math here. Oh, you know what? One good way to check is if this gets full. Oh, I should turn that off then. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. It's a good song though. Average you in. I'm so confused. Is this even working? No, it's working. Laser source. I don't know if this is working. I'm so nervous if this is even like on. Oh, you know what it might be? The lack of Dyson Swarm modules. That might also be one of the problems here, because this one just ate up everything. But like, why does this have power? This should not have power at all, because if I check the other one, yeah, you see how the power is moving all over the place. The energy at the top counter. This one's moving all over the place because it's actively dumping the power over there. But if I check this man, that number's not moving. And I don't know why that is. Yeah, it's not accepting the other power. So this should be 3.35 times 2, which is 7, I think. 7, close to 7, close enough to 7. But why isn't it getting that much power? Does it have something to do with the supercapacitor that I have in there? Is it UEV? I'm so confused. What do you mean spoilers? Laser source hatch. This is going to be the rest of the episode, by the way. Just me going back and forth, like trying to debug this, because I don't know why it's not getting the power. Let me check the capacitor here. But I know this is what some of you are here for, so, you know, it's not really that much of a bad thing, right? So that's working fine. Laser target. Laser target. Typical burning stream. Yeah. So I'm surprised that this didn't explode, because it said it was gonna explode. Why isn't the power going over there though? Or do I have to have this thing running? I'm so confused. This thing is not a... Oh, it's working. Are you getting the power or what? Why isn't it getting the power? What if I turn off this one? I'm gonna turn off you. It might have something to do with the computation. Okay, so I turned off this one, right? Oh, and the power's gonna turn to 0 in a little bit. All right, have a good night, Alcatraz. Thanks for the join. If I turn this on, and no, it should not have to do anything with computation, because it's actively producing. So why aren't you pushing the power over? That's my main question. Why don't you want to accept the power? Yo, thanks for the follow. I see the problem. I found the problem. I found it. It's this corner. No, that's not how it works. It's a bend. You can't bend wires, dummy. So I needed 3 vacuums. 4 vacuums. Found it. See, this is why I should be like hired as a field mechanic. So for some reason the interviewer's watching me. This is what I'm able to do. I'm able to fix problems just like that. Granted, it will take me like so much faster if I wasn't, slightly drunk. But also, yeah, I can still get high, yes, but it's not going to be like actual weed because that's a little illegal. But honestly, I don't like it. Because it makes me super thirsty and like hungry, and I feel like it's super full, and I'm like, nah, 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 nah. It's not for me. I'm already hungry enough as it is normally, so like something that makes me even more hungry is a no go. Either way, it's still pretty chill and a good time. So I guess that's what matters, right? Okay, so we have the second one set up. It's working now. I figured out the whole issue with the bend. It's not supposed to have a bend. Don't do that. Okay, so that's two out of 4. Oh, and you know what I can do actually? I think I can share with this also. In other words, this is going to get shared too, so it's just less building blocks. Uh-huh. My Sharona. Do. That was a banger of a song in high school. We played it so much during our band performances. How you doing, Killer, by the way? I'm doing something very risky. Honestly, it doesn't feel like it's as risky because I just learned that it doesn't explode. So it clearly says here in the quest book, the machine will explode if the buffer is full. I had a full buffer and it did not explode. And I remember there was an update that disabled, I think it disabled machine explosions. So I think I got saved by that. It's going pretty chill. I'm trying to set up more power over here, and it's not very easy to do that right now. 4. Everybody count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't seem right. It's off a corner. But this says it is right. So what the heck? Yeah, he's adjective noun. Is that gonna work if I do it like that? I'm gonna drink some water actually. One way to find out. I think we were talking about it once in some group chat. It's just one of those things that, randomly shows up in a conversation that you're not expecting. Deployment casing. I could have sworn I'm able to wall share this. Maybe I'm not able to wall share it with like. No, I should be able to. That might be the problem, actually. The deployment core. Because the other one is going to get in the way of the build. Yeah, that's going to cause problems. Unless I can put the other one right over here. But I won't be able to because the core is right there. Okay, so it doesn't look like I can wall share them totally. But what I can probably do... No, hang on, let me check this. What I can probably do is move it a couple blocks. Until it works, maybe? Is there any way to retract the blocks from the projector thing? Yeah, I'm not reading that. So this is what I'm thinking. I can probably move it a couple blocks here. But I don't think I can do a 2x2 wall share. It doesn't look like it. Which means I guess we're only going to have 2 for now. And the reason, and the problem is because of the block that's in the middle of this. And the fact that it's not centered. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to have to tear apart this one. Unfortunate. I don't know if I have enough to make more of these casings. But we at least have 2 Dyson swarms, which is like a huge improvement. This does not need to exist either. So where does this casing go? Does it absolutely have to be in the middle? This is the one causing us problems. Unless... Is there another way to rotate this? And let me check if this is built also. Yeah, you're running... okay. Is there another way to build this? I'm not even sitting straight. Sit up straight. Might be able to rotate it somehow, but if I take a look at this... Is this really hard to visualize? It might be like some sort of spiral pattern I can do, or it's probably not even worth it. So I'm just gonna leave it at 2 for now. We'll do 2 for now. We're trying to get to another form of power, anyways. But if I check the power we have here, 6.71 times 10 to the 11, which is it's double the power we had before, and double the power means double the fun. So we'll continue with that. And good news, our singularity crafting storage is completed. But before I set this up, there's a couple of things that I want to do first. This guy's gonna let us craft so much stuff into one recipe. and I'm able to just spam everything in one craft whenever like I'm gonna log off for the day. So it's gonna be really good for us. But I would like one of those crafting CPU things. Co-processing units. Co-processing units, and I want the biggest one. At least one of them. Is that the biggest one? I already have one. Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna go back over here. So all of this can basically just get replaced with one of them. So break you, and then put you there. And then this one gets replaced with the singularity. Like that. Okay, so if I check my crafting storages, also I should name this to thick. And also you should be crafting requests only from player, because that's the only reason I want you to exist. This is no. We're calling this mega thick. No. We're calling this dummy thick. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, so that's a big number, 8E. That's a big number. I don't know what that is referring to, but the whole idea behind that is that, you know, whenever I end the episode, I can craft so much stuff into this one thing and just let everything process instead of like breaking up the crafts. So it's going to be really good for really big multi-blocks. And speaking of really big multi-blocks, it's probably time to take a look at least research either the antimatter stuff or Godforge. I mean, honestly, maybe Godforge is the first step. But I do want to see what this guy is about. At least. Because we need some progress over here to better power. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. Especially not right now.
Hello.
Brian didn't know how to say it. Yeah, I'm not going to read it. I'll let you guys read it while I take a shot, though. So someone give me a too long didn't read about it whenever I come back. Okay. Did the class read? Because I need help understanding this. First of all, can I even produce antimatter? The very basic like resources thing even consumes. Too long I didn't read it. Okay. Fine. 10,000 seconds for 1 liter? Really? Unless it also produces it? Hang on. There's a quest for this too. Oh no. I think it's kind of girthy. It's something to do with antimatter. I don't know what it is, but it's like apparently it's like the end game method of generating power. I don't know how reliable that statement is saying though. Oh no, I don't want to read that. So it seems like it's recursive because it antimatter is produced in this as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend that I know what this is talking about. So right now, let's just set up recipes for a God Forge. This is another huge multi-block, but we absolutely need this to beat the game. This is gonna unlock a whole bunch of fun stuff for us as well, and it's basically a replacement to our mega spam. So fusion reactors as well. I think at some point it replaces them. It replaces this guy over here, and it replaces these guys as well. Plus, produces like fresh resources, whatever. So maybe that's the next step. And it is something that we have unlocked. Antimatter we also have unlocked, but like this is definitely next. Let's follow this. Star fuel and dark matter shards. So okay, yeah. I think I'm just gonna like pretend to produce this. Not pretend, but actually produce it. It's so expensive though. All right. So this goes into mixer 0. It's called I'm mixing it 0, right? Yeah. Right there. So can I even produce that? The quest wants 1. Diamond singularity is right here. That is a neutronium compressor. Right there. Okay. And Aquadol based liquid fuel Mark V, which I haven't been producing yet. So we do have access to Creon. I think this is what I want to do. But it needs tier 3 coil, which we don't have. So I'm going to do this recipe here because I'm not really using this for fuel. And we don't have the tier 3 coils yet. Let's multiply it by like that much. I don't know what it's called. It's somewhere over here though. Hang on, I gotta look for it. I'm fueling it, of course. Of course it is. Atomic separation catalyst is going to be an ingot. Sit up straight. No, not that. It's this. That one. Okay. How annoying are you to craft right now? Not too bad, actually. Crafting in dummy thick. Oh, I love that. How's our black hole compressor doing? Because it's trying to make use of that. Okay, I think yeah, we got it. No, we can totally make it. It's a little slow though, but it's able to make it. That's all I care about. Yeah, and we got the star fuel. Yeah. Okay. So it says I can find this in the Meehan belts and mined manually if you don't want to synthesize it. Does it matter though? Like, is it better for me to mine it or just craft it? I think I'm just gonna craft it because I'm too lazy. But I need a Higgs boson, of course. Of course, I need a Higgs boson. Oh no. It's either tier 4 QFT, which we cannot do, or compact cyclotron, which we can do. Oh, that's such a small chance. Point 0.01% UV. I think this is the recipe I want to do though. 0.1%, 0.3%. It's such a small chance. I just need one though. Well, we'll do this recipe here. So compact cyclotron. That's over here. Burning soon. Sleep, yeah. And circuit 12. And I'm also going to give you a whole bunch of power. Let me turn this off first, though. Speaking of which, how many wireless UIV energy hatches do I have? I would like one more. Quantum circuit. Let's see. It's one of you. Oh no. 500 seconds. Do I really not have enough for that? Quantum. It's gonna take 500 seconds. That's fine. We got other things to work on. I mean, I can still, like, technically upgrade it right now. Just to get it going. I just need 8 to up tier it to UMV power, but if I just give it 2 hatches, it upgrades to, well, UMV power still. But I mean to, like, up tier it again to, what's the next one? Is it UXV? Something like that. There we go. Alright, and I'm gonna need a lot of celestial tungsten plasma. Can I make 1,000,000? Yep. Is there a cheaper recipe to make it? Did I just craft that? I guess. Yeah, I crafted that fast. Okay. There's not a cheaper recipe for it? Can you make me 10 million? Yep. Compact Mark V goes kind of crazy. No, but like the fudge would go so crazy right now, but I don't want to eat it because it's going to make my speaking a little impaired. More impaired than the alcohol is doing. Believe me, that's how it is. It's hard to write. Yeah, sure. Okay. Should I parallelize this to make more Higgs boson? Yeah, I didn't understand that either. We have one. Streamer luck. This is a 0.3% chance that we got it instantly. I'm not gonna complain about that. I needed it. Okay. Streamer luck is real. What am I doing with it? I have no idea, man. This gets. I'm just gonna throw it over here. Is this the only thing it's used for? No, but I don't know what he meant by that either. I just laid an egg. But yeah, streamer luck is absolutely real. It's gonna go here because I don't care. So dark matter goes like that. Anything here? Exotic catalyst. Don't put that there. Yeah, okay. Take that off right there. Oh, I'm so happy that we got the 0.3% chance, like kind of instantly. That never happens. We can craft one. Okay, cool. And then the next step is to make an extractor at UMV tier. I think I technically have one now. We have a extractor, but it's not really doing it. This is just kind of a passive thing. You know what? I'm gonna repurpose it. I'm gonna repurpose it because we're not using sugar for much. That's the only reason this thing exists is for sugar. Does a glass matter? It says any tiered glass, so I can use any tiered glass. Okay. Were you? We have 47 to work with. That's all you're going to get. I'll put it right here. Or should I set up like a mass production of this? I'll set it up right here because setting up a max production is not going to be very easy right now. It's Metallica, right? Am I going to worry about how neat this looks? Absolutely not. What tier do you need? UMV. So that is 2 wireless IV hatches. I would like to have 8 of these guys, but I can't afford that right now because friggin' Pico circuit's taking 500 seconds per craft. We're at 300. Oh man, it takes so long. Did I say Pico circuits? I meant the other one, quantum circuits. I'm going to assume I have enough channels for this, so I'm just going to do that. So I need a buffer and an output bus, yeah. Wait, Ali, are you telling me that you're actually logging in? Thank you. That means a lot. Enter. I don't even know the words to the song. I'm not gonna try it anymore. It's Enter Sandman, right? Is that what it is? I gotta look at it. Yeah. I never did listen to as much Metallica as other people did. But technically you can say that about like literally any band, right? I'm extracting it. Yeah. Okay. So throw this here. Oh, it actually crafted. Look at this. Maybe I should have seen what it does before I just place it down. Oh, I'm going to build the entire base out of this alley and you can't stop me. What happens if I punch it? Oh, no. I broke it and it gave me 4 shards, but the recipe is 1 to 64, so I just lost like a metric butt ton of it. That's so funny. I still got the quest though, I don't care. Alright. With your research now complete, you have finally I'm just gonna craft it. Not even gonna read it. Read the quest. Miss me with reading quests. Get mad at me, Ali. Stay mad. Stellar energy siphon case. Oh, you're a little pricey. Everything's so expensive. Doesn't matter. Celestial matter guidance casing. Which needs boundless gravitationally severed structure casing. Which needs transcendentally amplified magnetic confinement casing. If you didn't know that already. Which needs transcendent metal frame box. That's something I can actually craft. Give me the 100. That's not a good idea, but do it anyways. There's so many recipes. All right, we got to do a ground up approach. Because you're going to get mad every time I don't complete quests.
Gonna get this before it's disabled.
It's probably going to get disabled. I mean, I'm not going to disable it because I'm going to forget about it. Superconductor rare earth composite. We do have QFT tier 2. We have tier 3, technically, I think. Hang on, that's like 1,000,000 recipes. All right. Oh man, wait. Do I have like a timer for this? How does this request redeem work, or this point redeem work? I should have put a timer in it or something. I did increase the point count. It's every 5 minutes. Oh, I should not have said that out loud. I'm gonna hit you with a 30 minutes for now. Nope, I already changed it. I'm still gonna take a take a drink here. That's no number what? Someone told me because I don't even know. Let me take a shot of beer back. Hang on, while I'm here, I need you guys to read The Forge of the Gods and tell me what this. Oh no, hang on. I need you to read this and then give me a synopsis whenever I'm back, please. I need help. You thought I wouldn't look at chat? You're right though, because I usually don't look at chat. Too late, big dog. That was my nickname in college. Okay. What I need for this, I need to research Transcendent Metal Frame Box. There's so much stuff I need to research. No, I did not have a nickname in college. I wasn't really interacting much with the people. You guys do you know Vintage Beef? He's another Minecraft YouTuber I used to watch. He typically plays with Ethos Slab in a group called Team Canada, very similar to how we have a Restless Club. They call themselves Team Canada. One of them is Vintage Beef. It's funny because in that group, they sometimes call them Old Man Beef. It's funny. But he always says that. Like, oh, that was my nickname in college. to like some of the most random things. And then take inspiration from that. Yeah, we're going to stare at this until the research completes, by the way. No, I'm joking. We can still set up recipes. So this recipe here is what I'm trying to set up. I'm going to do everything a stack at a time. And I have to watch the power requirement here. If it's UIV, then I can throw it into the advanced ass lining bulk crafting right there. If it's like any tier above UIV, then I cannot do that. Oh, it's so much stuff. All right. Does someone place your bets? Am I gonna mess up a recipe? Absolutely. I'm gonna put it in the wrong spot. I already messed it up. Compressor, because it goes first, right? Oh, I'm lagging. My computer can't handle me doing stuff like this. We'll take a couple seconds break while the stream catches up. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. My internet seems to be working fine until the streams start rolling. Okay, we're back. Hello, welcome back. The internet's being kind of a butt again. And I just duplicated myself. Okay, so I'm trying to make yeah, this recipe here. He didn't finish my monster at midnight. I have to ask Ellie, which monster did you get? Because when I went to specs earlier, I also got a monster. I think I got the ultra red ruby monster, something like that. What happens if I kill this clone with the cosmic sword? Uh-oh. uh I don't know what kind of disasters that's gonna cause, but oh no, it's I can't. Oh yeah, that's the server's freaking out. I can't tab. Uh-oh. Just leave. You bought a case of the orange ones? I can't tab. I'm so confused. Did I just dupe? Uh-oh. Where's all my stuff? My baubles are gone. I think I did die. Okay, now I know. Don't do that. I don't know how the server is responding to this, but I don't think it's like it likes it. uh, I think I did I do my stuff? I think I duped some of it. Okay, hang on. I don't want to trash it though. You know what? Just throw a chest on the floor. There it is. I don't want to trash anything because what if it deletes everything? I don't want to do that. No, I think I duped everything. All right, we're gonna have a cursed chest. Yeah, I kind of need that though. I'm so confused. All right, just throw everything in here and then uh figure it out later. I don't know. This is a cursed chest. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. It's cursed. I don't think I'm mentally equipped for this right now. Can I access my backpack? No, so I need the backpack. That's mine. Put my head over it. Okay, hang on. Open my inventory. Oh wait, no. Where's the terminal? There. Okay, thank you. Okay. Why do I have 3 heads in there? Right there. It's just a black square. I need the charge pack. I need my ring of Odin. Basically, I think all my baubles are not duplicated. Everything else is. Dominomica. I'm just gonna leave everything in there. Honestly, I don't care. Sword of the Cosmos. Absolutely, I kind of need that. Rest in peace, Sminkus. You will be forever remembered in my GTNH world. Where? Who was that behind you just now? Where? I don't know what you're talking about. Joe. Joe Mama. Where's my ring slot? Where does this go? Right there. Okay. Charge pack would go. Belt. Uh-huh. Amulet. Uh-huh. Pierce goes in my arrow, like my quiver. This guy goes in the back of my backpack. Okay, now we know. Don't, if you lag out, don't sort of the cosmos your clone because it freaks out. Item dislocator is also one of the things that I need. Right there. I mean, for you to get me while I'm drunk, I also have to have like an innate fear of being tricked, and I really don't. So you're gonna tell me stuff like that, and I'm chilling. I also needed give me 4 climb bottles. Okay, everything else is in here. Some of it's probably mine. Anything in my bauble slot, because I honestly can't remember what's in here. Everything else here is duped, so don't touch it. I'm looking at you, Allie. Don't touch it. Anyways, we have this finished, which is great. It's the main reason why I was even out here in the first place. I'm also out here to drink water. Should I give a name for the rubber band ball? Sminkis. So true. You might ask, who's even talking about Sminkis? It's only me. By the way, if you don't know who Sminkis is, I've talked about it before. It's a Mugenics reference. It's one of my cats that I've had. It's one of the names that I still remember, Sminkis. The poor cat got sacrificed to the throbbing king. Yes, that's the name of a place. Or of a boss. Fluid solidifier. Anyways, here's Wonderwall. Classic. What kind of tangent do I have right now? Nothing. Okay, so I'm going to polarize it. Or is it faster for me to bend it? I think it comes out to be the same time, right? No, it honestly might be a little faster to bend it. Yeah, we'll do that in case I need it for anything else. We'll just do that. Yeah. Sit up straight. And then 6-phased copper screw. So 6-phased stuff is kind of weird though. I think that's made in the DT, this place, right? Smelly. Melian, actually. That too slow? I'm gonna do it. Can't stop me. Well, do like that. Yes. Okay. I'm just gonna throw that in the DTPF. Yeah. Right there. And then this one is going to be fluid solidifier. Who are you? Yeah, okay, I think I broke the textures. Because the transcendent metal stuff is missing. I'm not going to worry about it, but it's totally the thing. And we need Creon, which is a vacuum freezer. Who are you randomly got me? I'm not talking about the friendly person behind me. No, I'm talking about Transcendent Metal because the demand disappeared. There's no texture for it anymore for some reason. Where is this supposed to go? Vacuum freezer. I do have a place for vacuum freezer. Right there. Okay, so that's ready. Molten Melian would be extracting fluid extraction. Copper singularity would be... I can do this recipe here. I may want to change how this is being done. I think I changed it already, right? It's being sent to a quantum tank, but actually no, that should be enough because this is trying to push 302 million, and I guess I'll change the thing for iron singularity as well. Because it tries to push all of that into here, and I think I'm going to ignore the contents of the target inventory. Yeah, just push everything as much as you can. Hi now, GG. Nice to meet you. I'm Burning Lake. I'm how do you say that? Polarizing it? Polarizing it. Yeah, like that. Harmonic compound. I don't know if I can do that. That's Eternal Plus. Heat capacity of the blast furnaces right now is 13,901. And if I check this recipe, it needs to be 14. No. I can't do this. Can I? Because for me to make harmonic compound, it needs a heat capacity of 14,000. Right. And if I scan the blast furnace, oh, it's starting to hit, by the way. If I scan the blast furnace, the heat capacity is 13,901. Which means no, you can't do it. Is there a way to increase the heat capacity of a mega blast furnace? Yes. For every voltage tier past MV. If I add 100K to this, that increases it to 14,000. How am I going to do that? Hang on. I'm going to blow stuff up. Yeah, I'm absolutely going to blow stuff up. Oh, no, don't make me do this. You should send me all your money on DF like you said. Did I say that? I probably did. Okay, I think I need to just add more power into the blast furnace. Yeah, we're gonna blow stuff up. All right, let's do it. Let me drink water first. So I'm gonna give this the backbone of 262 laser source hatch. Uh-huh. And target hatch. So that's going to replace this backbone over here. And honestly, what I'm thinking, I think I'm just going to replace one group of blast furnaces instead of doing all 16 because that's too much of a nightmare to deal with right now. I just want to be able to run the recipe. Source hatch. Uh-huh. Oh man, hang on. hang on. Yeah, break it. Source hatch, UEV 262K. Laser source hatch. Yeah. All right, have a good night, Ellie. Thanks for joining. Take care. Have a good night. Target hatch. Huh? Man, this is so risky. Don't do this at home, kids. Absolutely do not, because this is not a good idea whatsoever. Double check. Okay. UEV 262K laser source hatch. Man, fudge would go so crazy. Oh, I have fudge in the fridge, right? Probably get some in a little bit. Anyways, that 262K laser source, purple, because it's UEV. And that goes into laser target. Yeah. Double check if this has power. That has power, uh-huh. Oh, I went to Bucky's earlier. So I think I sent it on the clan chat. I went to Palmetto State Park. I went on a walk today. I touched the grass. Right next to Palmetto State Park is the world's largest Bucky's, and I will keep flexing that. So I went to Bucky's and I picked up chicken tendies with fries for dinner. I was gonna get pizza because my brothers were getting pizza yesterday during our Slay the Spire session. And I wanted pizza, but I didn't end up getting pizza because I would have ordered it and it would have taken me like 30 minutes and then it would have taken me forever to eat it. And then I probably would have watched an entire episode of One Piece and I would have not done the stream. So I kind of wanted to do the stream, so I got chicken tenders instead. But at Bucky's, I also got fudge and a cherry Coke Zero. So I'm going to show you guys. You can't stop me. Give me a second. Behind there. Oh, they are.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
No.
Get upstairs, get upstairs, get upstairs, get upstairs!
I'm blaming you for this.
No, get upstairs! I told you to be careful!
I'm not surviving this, dude. Okay. Check it out. So, it's, I don't want to drop it, but it's a bunch of I already ate one. It was good. It's a bunch of fudge. I'm not going to eat it on stream, though, because I'm going to be honest with you. Mukbang is that how you pronounce it? It's kind of cringe, in my opinion. I'm not going to do that to you guys. Maybe I should put it away because it's now next to me and it's going to tease me the whole episode. But this is what builds character, right? It's the denial of what's the word? There's a word for that. Asceticism? Ascetic? Something like that. How the heck am I getting into this by talking about fudge? Anyways, I have fudge. I'm gonna eat it in a little bit. Not during the stream, though, because I think it's a little rude. Plus, it makes it hard for me to talk. As if I'm not having trouble talking already. Okay, what kind of power am I going to give this man? It's a very good question. How much power do you have right now? 1024. I'm not going to give it 262. You're crazy. $456 for 1486. Yeah. I don't even know if this is going to work, by the way. If it doesn't end up working, multiplying the power by 4 technically means that I'm up tiering it, so I should get extra heat capacity. That's what I'm hoping for. And hopefully the heat capacity is enough for me to do this craft. If not, then I'm going to have to spend a weekend crafting enough eternal coils for probably all the blast furnaces, and we saw how long it took for us to get the eternal coils for the DTPF, so it's going to take a while, but if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. I'm going to do 4096 for now for 4 of them. We'll see how this doesn't seem too expensive. Probably something we can just chill and watch. Yeah. And drink some water. No, the fudge is good. It's like a variety of different flavors. I can't tell you what kind of flavors they are because I don't know what it is. But the one I drank, not drank, sorry, I'm thinking about water. The one I ate earlier, it was just regular chocolate fudge. It was pretty good. But it hurt my teeth because it's very sweet. But I totally expected that. Source. Honestly, if you really think about it, it's kind of amazing that I'm able to do this. I don't mean to pat myself on the back, but it kind of is. Like, how the heck am I able to know numbers when I'm like not sober? The heck? I'm gonna look back at this, like log in tomorrow morning or something like that, look at the playthrough, and I'm like, what the heck did I just do? I just broke everything as soon as I said that. And no, it's fine. It just it's gonna take time for it to connect. That's fine. Target hatch. Okay, so I'll put that there. I want to replace you with you. Like that. And then go ahead and paint. Paint. Do you not paint? I guess not. And double check the power storage. You have power, you should be good to go. No, but the fudge is gonna hit so hard right now. Also, what kind of broke? Because I'm gonna cancel all the recipes because if they don't, if I don't restart them, they're gonna break. Excuse me, I guess I still have a little bit of allergies. Okay, did that change anything? Heat capacity, yes, 1401 because I multiplied by 4. Which, if I read the Mega Blast Furnace description over here, every tier past MV increases the heat capacity by 100 Kelvin. So because I multiplied by 4, that's another voltage tier. What voltage tier is it? I have no idea, but it's another voltage tier because that's how it works. So I increased it to 100K. I increase it by 100K. The heat capacity is now 14,000, which means I can do harmonic compound, but it'll only work in this blast furnace. And I'm fine with that. To circuit 11, right? Mm-hmm. Blast furnace 11. There you go. Enjoy. Just craft one to see if it is actually able to craft. I can't do that. Smelly and dust. That needs to be a mixer 4. UMV tiered, which our mixers are not technically UMV. So this is a little bit of a science experiment because I have 8 energy hatches, which technically means it's up tiered twice. So, but I don't know if this counts as UMV, like 1 amp of UMV. One way to find out here. This is mixer 6, right? Oh, fiery steel. I can craft it. Okay. Macerate it. Melian dust. Sounds like smelly. I just want to see if it's able to craft. If it's not, then I have to upgrade these with a bunch of UAV hatches. Yeah, okay. UIV wireless. Okay. How expensive is it for me to craft? 4 more for now. Really easy, actually, because we have a bunch of quantum circuits. That's right. We crafted them at the start of the episode. So true. You sound smelly? Yeah, probably. And then there's 8. But I recognize that I need a whole bunch more. So one of the crafts did get stuck. I tried to make like 800 of those, but it got stuck and I don't know why. There's the million dust. All right, got you. Thank you. All right, and then Creon Plasma is Transcendent Plasma Mixer. Do I have a circuit 24 here? 3, 4, 1, 2. No, I don't. I need a buffer. A gray cable. Okay. Can I craft a harmonic compound? Probably. Thorium plasma is a Mark V fusion craft. Okay, so I'm out of fusion space as well. I gotta address that. Not too difficult of an address. Let me check here. Compact. Where's that gonna go? Oh, it replaces the glass. Okay. Okay, so I would just put another crafting buffer over there with corresponding proxies. Is that gonna build? Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Corresponding proxies go there. We get a quartz cutting knife. Tell this I'm fusioning it. Put the recipe there. I need a data stick. Left click, right click everywhere else. Clear that up and then have a wireless connector. 2 of you. Gonna need one there. Queuing mode. Put another one right there. Connecting mode. Yeah. I know what I'm talking about. And then boom. Easy. Does that work? No idea. And just double check that everything is running fine. Looks like it is. Okay. Just in case, check if I can craft thorium plasma. Yeah, okay, it works. All right. That's all I care about. All right. Can I craft harmonic compound now? I just want to craft a stack just to see if it actually works. Take a drink of water. Okay. Let's go check out how the plasma mixer is doing. Probably didn't give this the right circuit. Yeah. Five seconds for that. It's not too bad. And that should have only been crafting over here. No? Uh-oh. I'm so confused. Did the craft finish or not? Oh, okay. I think it did, but I may have to change the filter over here. I think it went over here. Yeah, okay. All right, we got it. We got it. All right, so I just need to add this to the filter. If I say and not harmonic compound. I think so. So if I put this back in storage, it's not going to go into here. So I can use this for the next recipe. I got you. Okay. And the next recipe is turning this into smelly. Craft 1, see what it does. 2 to 1. Okay, got you. Dummy thick, yeah. Okay, cool. We have Smellian. I think this is a quest, isn't it? And also I think it's bugged. Yeah, it's like over here. It's a checkmark quest, so I don't have to complete it. Okay. And that means I should be able to craft these casings over here. How long is that going to take? No idea. Oh, no, it'll finish. At some point. But it'll finish. Rooknor. Degenerate? Cork gluon plasma. I can't do that right now. Yeah, don't worry about that. Okay, this is probably gonna take a while, so I think this might just be a good place to wrap up the episode here. Let's prepare some things though for next time. And I think one of them is if I go back to Horus. These Dyson Storm Control center base casings, because we found out that they don't wall share very well. And also, is this even running? You're running. And you're running, yeah. Okay. Was it 6? I don't even know. I don't have a good count. I wasn't keeping track. I was kind of relying on you guys to keep track of how many I was taking. Okay. I'll set up the rest off camera, right? Because I cannot focus right now. But we need more swarm control center base casings to add more Dyson swarms. Because I thought that you can wall share 4 of them. You probably could, but I may have to like do some rotation shenanigans with this, and I didn't think about that. But I can't do that like this. I might be able to if I like push it out a couple blocks so that the center block is like in the center. Yeah, because that makes sense, right? But I'll figure it out later because I can't think right now. As for crafting things off camera, I absolutely want so many wireless energy hatches. Give me 1,000. Just craft it. I don't even know what I'm missing. Just craft it. And we'll see what gets stuck. Because things are going to get stuck, absolutely. And that's the cool thing about this. I can just ignore crafts and it'll just craft it. If I find the energy to do it, we actually have this now. I can research this to get the next tier. This is a whole bunch of researching. If I find the motivation to research this off camera, I will. But no promises, because I'm actually going to be busy tomorrow. So my brother invited us to a concert that he's performing in. And it's going to be later at night, so no stream tomorrow. Or Sunday, because I typically don't stream on Sundays anyway. So I think what I'm going to do is actually try to get the Forge of the Gods, or as much as possible, try to get this ready for next episode. And the disclaimer being that I don't know if we have everything for it, because there might be some walls that I haven't realized yet. But hopefully over the weekend, if I find the time, I think I'm going to be pretty busy tomorrow, because on Sunday as well, we're going to help my brother move into his new apartment. We're going to stay the night after the concert at his old apartment. Hopefully get pizza, because pizza sounds good right now. And then I'll wake up in the morning and help him move out to his new apartment. So I'm going to be busy over the weekend as well. But I'll be back Monday. Hopefully have the Forge of the Gods at least a little bit ready. But this is the next major upgrade, because it's going to... I don't even know what it's going to do, but it's a major upgrade. We'll just go with that, right? And maybe I'll even read whatever this is. So whatever whatever this is trying to say, because honestly, I cannot understand what this is saying. And I'm not going to pretend to understand what it's saying. Yeah, no. Hopefully I can make 1,000 energy hatches. That'd be so cool, though. Hope and pray, right? Anyways. I'd like to say I would be streaming more often, but I don't really know what to do next, and I'm also feeling a little funny in the stomach. I don't think I'm going to throw up or anything, but it's time for a rest. I recognize that. I'm going to eat some fudge. Hell yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this weird session. I only have like, that was only about a third of the bottle, so there'll probably be something like this again next week and the week after. So keep an eye out. It's just going to be a random thing. We'll see what happens. But anyways, for now, as always, have a good night, and I appreciate your time and support. Take care, and bye-bye.